Hi there, this is Sana from In a Nutshell. In today's video, we are going to talk about the basic terms of chemistry. First of all, what is the matter? A matter is anything that has a mass and takes up space. Now, the matter can be either a pure substance or a mixture. The pure substance is either an element or a compound. Talking about elements, they might be atoms or molecules. However, the compounds are either molecular compounds or ionic compounds. Here you can see examples for each. Now, the atom is the basic unit of a chemical element. What is the structure of an atom? Let's imagine that we have a cloud and in this cloud we have another condensed structure. This cloud contains the so-called electrons, which are negatively charged, and we call this cloud the electron region. However, the condensed structure right here is the so-called atomic nucleus, and it contains the so-called protons, which are positively charged, and the neutrons, which are neutral. Now, the symbol of an element can be resembled by one or two characters in which the first letter is a capital letter. We might see two numbers written on an element, like in case of the chlorine atom. We can see a big number and a smaller number. This big number right here is this big number right here is the so-called mass number. While the small number is the atomic number. The atomic number represents the number of protons, while the mass number is the sum of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. Let's see another term, which is the isotopes. Isotopes are atoms of an element. They have same atomic number, but so as we say that they are atoms of an element, they have same atomic number, which means same proton numbers. However, they have different atomic masses, which means that the isotopes differ in the number of neutrons. An example for isotopes is the hydrogen. The hydrogen has three known isotopes. The most abundant isotope is the protium. Then we have the so-called deuterium, which contains one neutron. And lastly, we have the tritium with two neutrons. Now, what is the atomic mass unit? It's a unit of mass used to express atomic masses and molecular masses. It is used to differentiate between isotopes. Now, one atomic mass unit equals to 12th of the mass of carbon-12 isotope, which means mass of 1 carbon-12 divided by 12, and that equals to 1.660539 times 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. For example, one protium isotope has 1.007 atomic mass unit, or we can call it only U. Now, what is the mole? 1 mole of anything equals to the amount of the substance that contains the same number of items as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12, which means that it should contain the same as Avogadro's number. And here we have, this is the so-called Avogadro's number. Let's take an example. For example, 1 mole of atoms equal to 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 atoms. And 1 mole of molecules equal to 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 molecules. 1 mole of dresses is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 dresses, and it goes